Hello, everyone. Your faithful Amanda Splats, the Amanda Splats Project. I'm in the middle of updating some rooms right now, and I feel I need to say a few things. It's the author talking. Um, so I just want to do a quick post-burnout look, because I realize now I am dangerously close to burning out again. Dangerously close. And holy shit, I caught myself this time. I'm happy. Maybe I caught myself. Maybe. Maybe it's too late. I don't fucking know. But I've been setting up a bunch of collabs now that I'm back. Mostly back. And I realized maybe I'm doing too much again. Because looking back at my birthday, or the 1 year anniversary stream, I'm starting to think maybe that's when it happened. I was accepting a fuck ton of collabs after doing a fuck ton of late streams to promote the anniversary streams. Um, and it was some amazing moments with some amazing people. Wouldn't trade it for the world, man. But it was too much, and I know that and trying to ramp up for my anniversary, that's what led to the burnout. And I caught myself doing it again. After saying I was only gonna do Wednesdays to Sunday streaming, I end up catching myself again, like booking it. I almost had 7 streams booked this upcoming week. Going way too heavy. On one hand, it's not fair for other people if I only stream 2 nights a week, especially if 2 of those days are going to be with WebP or some long form game like Darkest Dungeon. It's not fair to them, but it's not fair to me either for to just like stream 7. I did 13 streams in a week once. I still don't understand what compelled me to do that shit. So I'm pulling back now. Catching myself now. Pulling back now. In an effort to open up to other people's schedules and do other things, I'm gonna start opening up Tuesday and Saturday nights for collabs and things like that. Because if I'm up late on a Tuesday night, then I'll just get up like Wednesday morning. I'll pull an all nighter. Occasionally I do that, but then I can have like a big sleep, a big nap between the Wednesday. No, God, that sounds fucking horrible. Should I re-record this whole fucking thing? Jesus, we just realized that sounds. I'm usually good with like 6 hours of sleep. So as long as I'm in bed by like midnight, I'm gonna be good to go for a 7 a.m. stream, and I want to continue doing 7 a.m. streams. Wednesday 7 a.m. is prime time on this channel. Wednesday and Sunday 7 a.m. Those are still prime time on this channel. Those when you see Amanda Splats as Amanda Splats. That's not gonna change anytime soon, unless they end up fucking up my work schedule again. And if that happens, I'll let you know. But it's my schedule's been like this like since like years before you even knew me, before I became Amanda Splats to you. So as of right now, I'm limiting myself to 5 streams a week. That sounds like a lot for like that doesn't sound like a lot for most people. I was doing 10 to 13 streams a week. Granted, some of them are like 1 hour, 2 hours. But I found myself double booking myself again, found myself triple booking again. I can't be doing that shit. I will burn out again, and this time I might not come back. And I think the only thing, like one of the only things that stopped me from is I'm so passionate about a couple of the things I have coming up, even if it's shit that no one else cares about but me, like the writing and WebP. I know no one else gives a fuck. Oh, very few people actually give a fuck about the story of Mahavri or the wrestling thing, it's important to me. So, 5 streams a week. That's it. If collabs pop up, if things pop up, and I want to join in, you may not be getting a Wednesday afternoon or a Sunday afternoon stream. You just may not. Or you may not occasionally be getting a morning stream. Because Malone and I are going to be doing Salted Caramel Wednesdays every other week, and I'm thinking about alternating the other week with Choco, if he's up for it. Or maybe just use that as like a discard day, just like not stream the rest of the day, but 5 has to be it. I can't fucking go at the pace I used to. Because the pace that I used to almost knocked me out of the game, period. And one exception is the wrap-up show. The wrap-up show, I don't really consider that a quote-unquote stream. That's more like a news bulletin or something, just a little bit look back. Get to yap a little bit about things I may not have been able to bring up. So even though I'm limiting myself to 5 streams a week, the wrap-up show does not count. The wrap-up show does not count towards that total. So I'm going to try to lean back into the schedule I used to have as far as what type of content goes on when. And like I said, prime time on this channel is Wednesday at 7 a.m. and Sunday 7 a.m. Eastern. Wednesdays are going to be what's important to me. Creative writing and WebP mostly. I want to do at least one creative writing stream a month, as I've been doing so far. Sometimes it's hard to come up with a topic, but I think I figured a couple things out. And I want to do WebP every other week for a while, because I've got the roster coming up. I've got the roster draft coming up, and actually putting it, after almost a year of doing this, I finally got a roster together, and actually finally get a show. Part of it's a technical thing. Because I have everyone listed as neutral in Fire Pro. If I start putting actual rosters together, I can start putting together faces and heels, and start getting babyface and heel reactions, as well as having people from other stables automatically interfere in other people's matches. It's a technical thing. But also the culmination of something I've been working on for a very long time. And I think I'm finally happy with the schedule for that coming up. That's going to take up half of the Wednesday morning streams. The other half, I may have to sleep in here and there. I feel so bad. I feel so bad for my European bros who get that year, but I may just have to cut out a Wednesday morning stream here and there. But it'll be creative writing, it'll be WebP. Maybe, I think I'm over my golf arc. I think I'm done with golf for a while. I'm done with Neo Turf Masters for a while. I think I'm done with golf for a little bit. I think I'm good. So that's going to be cut out. And I don't know about singing anymore. I honestly... That's not what this video is supposed to be about. So Sunday, I want to get back to long-form content. I'll be totally honest. Part of the reason I wasn't doing long-form Sundays again was because of the burnout and everything. Part of it was because I didn't know how long I'd be around with everything going on. And a lot of the shit I was worried about has panned out. Like, has been resolved for now. So I feel like I can start a long-form game again. Darkest Dungeon is hard. Emotionally. It's very frustrating, and I think my horrible failure doing the main dungeon itself after 2 in-game years and 22 full streams of this game hit me like I'm never gonna finish it. I'm never gonna finish this fucking game. Never. Vinny dropped it. Vinny Vinesauce, the guy who inspired me to pick it up, he dropped it. I was gonna just straight drop it. But I know, like, some of my fans love Darkest Dungeon. And it gets me some of the highest CCVs I've ever gotten. So, I feel obligated to do it. I'm handing it off to Sandy this month because I don't think I've done a Sand Ruby stream this month. But I also want to start Disco Elysium. I've been very, very excited about doing that game. I wanted to start it last month, but then I burned out. And I wasn't sure I could do anything for a while. I'm still kind of sick in the head, honestly. I don't feel comfortable talking about some of it. But, so, as far as main content on the channel, that's kind of what I want to do. Wednesdays is going to be content for me, creative writing, WebP, maybe showcasing certain games. And on Sundays, I'll switch between Darkest Dungeon and Disco Elysium, just to shake things up a bit. Afternoon streams are probably going to be collabs, or things that have been sitting in my Steam library for too long, or stuff on Fightcade. I still want to do Fightcade fuckery. Fightcade is an amazing body of work. Fightcade is kind of amazing. And I still want to do collabs. Collabs are still a very important pillar of this channel. Very important pillar. And the main ones are Choco Minato and Carl Malone. Malone has been a huge inspiration to me since day one, even before then. My first big collab with Malone. And he's really taken off these days. Like, he's getting more popular, more chatted up than ever. Bigger things than ever. So I want to help him with that. I know I'm just a side character here. I know I have very few actual fans of my own. If any, if they're not just someone who found me from another channel or another member of FlaVR. I know I'm just a side character. So I want to help Malone out in any way I can. And I'm very proud of Choco. I'm very proud of what Choco's been doing. And I want to help him out every way I can. Those are the two streamers that are the most important to me. Them and Mother Tiffy. But Mother Tiffy is doing her own thing right now. With college and everything, she's been very, very busy. Her schedule's been sporadic. So I'm just going to have to help her whenever I can. That doesn't enter into what my schedule is going to be. Anything I do with her is going to be off the cuff. Anything, like when her schedule opens up. I want to reach out more outside of FlaVR. Because I feel like after the big initial rush of the whatever quote-unquote generation of me, Malone, Choco, Susie, Gwen, that whole generation of people who joined, like really starting with Grub and Malone, that whole group, or all whatever you call it. I liked FlaVR Reverb, I guess. That name didn't take off. I want to reach outside of FlaVR. And I'm trying to do that more. We were able to hang out with Halen a bit before that got cut, like, short. We had people like Imawari and I'm meeting a lot of people through Malone, actually, and that's very cool. Had a couple ideas. I feel weird reaching outside, especially if it's someone that I've never actually streamed with before or barely spoken to before. I feel a little slimy asking that, but I guess I got to get over that because I know early in my career as a VTuber, I was known as the person who would reach out, and that was like my big thing. I don't do that as much anymore. Partially because of the burnout, and partially because I've been burned by a few people. There's some people that refuse to talk to me for months. There's some people who refuse to talk to me at all. And I'm tired of trying to reach out to this. I want to try to reach out. I want to give everyone the benefit of a doubt. But if I'm gonna reach out with you to you for months at a time, and you say nothing, and then you only message me back when you want something from me, or you want to collab with me and do something. It just so I'm tired of trying. I want to keep reaching out to people. I want to keep making new connections. I want to keep making new associates. I want to keep hanging out with some amazing fucking people, both in and outside of FlaVR. But I'm tired of trying with some people. So I'm still gonna go hard, but there's gonna be a limit. There's gotta be a limit. So October is gonna be WebP. I'm setting up the roster, doing sex test synthesis 2 on the roster. I'm finalizing the roster now. First show's actual roster show is gonna be on October 8th. I'm also gonna be doing, since it's October, since it's spoopy. I don't like spoopy games. It's just not scared or anything. It's just I'm not a huge fan of spoopy shit. Cause like I feel, it's not what this video is about, but I feel like spoopy shit, it has its place, but eventually the mechanics just get frustrating and we get like jump scares in the place of actual gameplay shit like that. So in lieu of that, I think I'm gonna do more streams with Sand Ruby, develop her a little bit more. The writing stream in October is gonna be Sand Ruby. Remember last year for Halloween, I had Sandy read The Call of Cthulhu by H.P. Lovecraft. I'm still mulling over if I'm gonna do anything special for October or Halloween this year, because it's not just a big thing with me. I know the internet loves it, it's just not a big thing with me. And then in November, I want a WebP leading up to the big WebP event, the biggest WebP event I've ever had, the Real Folk Blues. There's a reason behind why I called the big tournament the Real Folk Blues. I'll get into it at some point, but I feel like this video is already too long. And I also want to start doing Disco Elysium. So yeah, my big three priorities: WebP, creative writing, / lore, and collabs. But that's not going to leave a bunch of time for anything else. Because if I do Wednesday mornings with my stuff, creative writing, WebP, stuff like that, and then I do Sundays with long form games, that's 2 out of my 5 slots right there. I can consistently count on Malone for a collab, if not 2. I want to try to collab more with Choco. Try to reach out. So if a normal week could have like 2 collabs, that's 4 of the 5 slots right there. But I can't because even Malone doesn't most of the time. Most of the time, even Malone only streams like 5 times a week. Occasionally he'll do a weekend stream, but I can't be working myself that hard. I was supposed to just do 2 streams a week. There's just so much I want to do, but as a wagey, as someone with a regular job, where we're trying to gear up for the holiday season and get more hours from more people, and I'm trying to claw away more of my space with people losing their hours and me losing my hours here and there, trying to pick up extra hours where I can. And of course, there's the threat of AI. They've been incorporating more and more AI into what we're doing, and the question is, how long is the human element of my job gonna be there? It scares me, but that's not what this video is about. This is just an update on the future of this channel, future of the Amanda Spots project. QRD. Limit 5 streams a week, not including the wrap-up show. Wednesday mornings are going to be all me. All shit that's important to me. Sunday mornings, I'm going to start doing long form stuff again. I want to reach out for collabs. Will mostly be with Choco and Malone because they're the people I care about the most, and Tiffy Weefy, of course. But Tiffy's schedule is different. Malone and Choco are more regular with everything that's Tiffy going on with Tiffy. Her schedule is more sporadic. So collabing with her, doing things with her, it's gonna have to be on her time. I'm reaching out more. I want to reach out more to people outside, but I don't. There's got to be a limit. There's got to be a limit. And WebP, October. And on the San Ruby. November, Disco Elysium. Although I may start that in October, we'll see. We'll see what Sundays and collabs will play. It's 21 minutes. It's good for a degenerate gambler. I think I'll stand on 21. Your faithful Amanda Splats. This is Amanda Splats Project. You have a good day.